We finally made it. It is January 1st. That means it is the first day of Apex Challenge. Did you party too hard last night? Did you drink too much maybe? Well, not me. I'm ready. I'm ready to hit this really hard today. First thing up today is the Devil's Miles. That's 1 mile, 50 push-ups, 100 squats, and 1 mile to top it off. My competitor Nick has already done his time. We're gonna go do ours now and then we'll see how we did. Here we are. We are at the starting line. We are about to start the Devil's Miles and I'm extremely nervous, but we're gonna see how it goes. Oh man, gotta whip out the timer. I've got the Apple Watch on. Let's do this. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. 1 mile, 9:59.
Here you go.
Oh man, I gotta run. It's done. We have finished the Devil's Mile at a time 25 minutes 44 seconds. That was hard. The first mile was pretty good. Ran it faster than I thought I would, but man, that second mile, brutal. So in terms of scoring, 40 minus time in minutes rounded down, 40 minus 25, 15 points. What's up? How's it going?
It's going well. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I was a little tough.
Hard, dude.
It was hard. All right, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, so I did a first mile, 7:22.
Holy cow.
And then the push-ups and squats took me 8.5 minutes,
Okay.
which is long, but I have it on video, the whole thing. And then the second mile was 9 minutes. So 25:04 was my
Oh
time.
my gosh, you're not going to believe this.
What did you get?
So my first mile was 9:59.
Okay.
I did the push-ups and squats in 3.5 minutes.
Damn, dude, you hooked me on that.
And then I did my last mile in about 11:30, so 25:44. We both got 15 points.
Okay, all right, good start then. Good start. All right, starting off tied. Okay, good start.
Good start.
I'm at I gotta start finding some more time today because I gotta find a weightlifting session today.
All right, well, good luck. Have a good first of the month. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man. Happy first of the month.
All right, see ya.
Hey, man. Bye.
So I might have underestimated the effect that the Devil's Miles would have on my body for the rest of the day and in wanting to get a really nice bike session in. So it's actually like 5 hours after I ran those miles and my legs are absolutely toast. So we're going to attempt to get the max points we possibly can on biking today. So that's 17.5 miles. So got the exercise bike here. We got the Zwift already loaded up. We're gonna put on some YouTube videos or whatever, and we're just going to, we're gonna grind it out. So let's see how we do. we just wrapped up 17 and a half miles on the bike. That was difficult, and my legs feel like cinder blocks, and my knees hurt. So, but that's 5 points. That is 5 points to put on the scoreboard for today. So we are sitting at a nice point total of 20. So that's gonna have to be it for today. Tomorrow we got something special planned to try to get more points on the leaderboard. Good morning, gamers. It's day 2 of the Apex Challenge, and I'm sitting outside in a parking lot, well, in a car, in a parking lot, and it's 7 a.m. So if I was really tough, I'd go outside and go for a run. But actually, after yesterday's events, the Devil's Miles and the biking for about 70 minutes, my quads and legs are absolutely toast. I've got nothing in them right now. So I'm gonna switch it up today. I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee at the gas station, and then we are going to tackle a mind and mobility workout and looking to get one of the bounties. So stay tuned. See, if I was hard, that would be me, but I'm not hard. I'm soft. Soft, can't go for a run. The Joe has been acquired. So, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. While I'm waiting in the car for the next 50 minutes or so, we are going to be tackling one of the bounties. This is going to be our first bounty of the competition. I'm going to be going for the Prayer Warrior bounty, which, depending on your rule set, will change. However, for me, it's 1 rosary, 1 Divine Mercy chaplet, and 1 prayer for the intention of the Pope. So, I'm going to do that to get the 3 points for 45 minutes of prayer meditation time, as well as the Prayer Warrior for 13 total points today. So what we're gonna do is we're going to turn off the radio in the car, and we are going to get praying. So I'll see you guys after 45 minutes. We have just wrapped up 45 minutes. That was awesome. That was really good. I'm really glad I enjoyed. I'm really glad I added that to the rules to do something, because I think it's such a refreshing thing mentally and spiritually. It's almost like you went to a Korean barbecue place and you ate nothing but meat, and then you went home and had like a piece of fruit. That's kind of what it's like. So I highly recommend, if you end up doing this challenge in the future, to really add something like this, a meditation or a prayer or anything, because I mean, I just feel so spiritually and mentally refreshed. So I think that was really good. So as well as all those benefits, we have just added 13 points to our total, and we have claimed our first bounty. So let's see what Nick's up to today, and we'll talk later. How's it going, guys? Today is day 3. It's actually the end of day 3 because I did not plug in the camera this morning. So due to a little bit of unfortunate sleep schedules with the baby, I was up early this morning. And once I got her back to sleep, I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and knock out another one of these bounties. So we did the strength gauntlet this morning. We did 1 hour and 34 minutes in the weight room. I'm in it right now. See? This is the last set of bench that I was doing. So, 1 hour and 33 minutes. 2 key things you have to do to get that one. It was 1 hour and 30 minutes and 500 burned calories. Check that on my Apple Watch, showing proof right here or wherever. So, it was awesome. We got 5 points for the lift. I don't even remember how many points for the bounty, but it was a good day. I am exhausted, so I will be going to bed shortly. So tomorrow we're gonna be hitting up another unique category, so it should be fun. Hello everybody, it is day 4 of the Apex 60 Challenge. And we are currently headed to the park to do our 4th unique workout for the week, thus securing a non-punishment week. So today we are going to be doing some mixed cardio in the form of interval sprint running. So there's 2 things I want to talk about here. One is, why doesn't this count as an outdoor run? And that's a really good question, because I am not running for a distance or a time goal. I'm actually trying to work in different heart rate zones, almost like I am playing a sport. And two, why am I doing this workout? So, as we saw earlier, my competition, Nick, obliterated me in the running part of the Devil's Miles, and I made up that time in the exercise portion. So I need to get my conditioning up. I need to get my VO2 max up. So there's two things that you can really do to get your VO2 max up. The first thing is you can lose weight, right? Because it's a relationship between the amount of oxygen you use in a certain amount of time divided by your weight in kilograms. So I am doing that on my own by cutting calories from my diet and tracking protein and stuff like that. So the other thing I can do is aerobic exercise, and some of the things that are really good for building VO2 max are interval running and zone 2. So my biking is what I'm doing for zone 2. That's how I can do it for such a long time, for those 70-minute bike rides I need to get the max points. So today we are going to be doing 45 minutes of interval running. So I asked ChatGPT what the best, or what a way I could build my aerobic capacity is with interval running, and they suggested the Norwegian 4x4 intervals. So what that is, it's not that crazy. It's a 10-minute warm-up. Then it is the following 4 times. It is 4 minutes at 90 to 95% of your max threshold for running. So for me, that's going to be probably around 150 beats per minute, 160 beats per minute running, and then 3 minutes of a cool down jog. And so the goal is to repeat that 4 times and then cool down until, when you're done, cool down until 45 minutes. So this is going to be, you know, pushing my boundaries of how long I can comfortably run at 90% of my max threshold, so that I can, you know, improve my aerobic capacity. So that's the goal today for today's workout. It's a nice day to be outside. It is 61 degrees currently on today, January 4th. And so we're going to the park and we're going to run in circles for 45 minutes. So, all right, I'll let you guys know how it goes. Interval 1 down, not too bad. Second one down, getting harder. 3 out of 4. Just finished the 4th interval. Now I'm in the cool down, taking a quick walk before I continue jogging. That was actually kind of fun. I guess the weather was a big help. On the hard parts, I was getting my heart rate anywhere from 160 to 170, and then for the 3-minute parts, slowing down somewhere in the 140 to 150s. So feeling good. I'm gonna let it drop down and finish out these 45 minutes. We are all finished with that interval run. That was honestly a pretty good experience, mostly due to the weather being amazing for running. But it was good. I got my heart rate up. I was able to keep it where I wanted to, and we were able to bring it down whenever I was in the cool down area of the interval. So that was really good. So it was a positive experience. I probably should be incorporating that at least once or twice a week into my normal workout, so that I can keep pushing that aerobic capacity. So overall, good experience. What is up, everybody? It is day 6 of the Apex Challenge, my final week of parental leave. I am headed back to work next week, so we got to make every second of every day count this week. So yesterday was pretty chill. I went for a nice long walk with my daughter, and we got our outdoor adventure workout in. So that is 5 out of 6 of the required workouts. So today we are going to be going for the final one. We're going to be going for an outdoor run. So in order to get the minimum level of mileage to get points out of today, we need to run at least a 5K, with 5 miles being the maximum points we can get with 5 points. So my strategy today is to do a run-walk-run. So I'll do 3 minutes of running, 2 minutes of walking, just to get my aerobic base up. You know, I'm gonna treat this as like a zone 2 workout, so that we can work on adding distance, added mileage at a slow pace, so that by the end of this 60 days, maybe we can run a 5-miler consecutively in like a 9-minute pace. That would be crazy. That would be by far the fastest I've ever run. So that would be really cool. I took a look at the standings this week, and we are updating our points in a spreadsheet. I'm not going to give away anything yet, but it is going to be a tight race. It is going to be super tight. So I need to do whatever I can to get an advantage. So that means I need to hit the bounties every week that I possibly can, and I need to, you know, make sure I'm hitting every category so I can get all those points. So sometimes, like, going for a walk is going to be better for my point total as opposed to a 1 hour weightlifting session, which I also did yesterday morning, so that I can get the 15-point bonus for hitting all 6 workouts in a week. It's stuff like that. You know, it's trading, but the bonus is more than the couple of points I'll get from doing the other activities. So we're doing well. We are hitting the workouts. I'm curious to see how we do next week when I go back to work and school starts up again. So that's gonna be fun. So let's hit it. Hey gamers, we just wrapped up that 5 miles, which means we have hit our weekly bonus of 15 points, which is awesome. That was quite difficult. I ended up doing a run, walk, run. Like I said, I started with 3 minutes of running, then 2 minutes of walking, and then ended up with a 3 and 3 split. And then towards the end, I just got so tired, I started running until I was done at 5 miles. So it took me about 68 minutes to get back to my car, so about 5.1 miles. It's funny how similar it was to biking. It took me 67 minutes to get to the cutoff for biking, and then the running was about the same, so I thought that was funny. But we've got our stats here. This is a really good spot to start at, I think, cardio wise, and we're gonna be doing these every week until, you know, we can start stringing together these 5 mile runs consecutively without having to walk. So got it done. I'm gonna go home and eat something and drink a ton of water because I am freaking hungry and freaking thirsty. So hey everyone, it is Wednesday, January 7th, and you know what that means. Today is the last day of week 1 of the Apex Challenge. And I just gotta say, this first week absolutely flew by, and I had a great time. It was a very productive week. I just wanna go through all the workouts we did for the week, all the bounties we claimed, all of the points that we have up till now, and what my outlook is looking like going into week 2. So last Thursday, January 1st, New Year's Day, we did the Devil's Miles, and we ran that in 25 minutes and 44 seconds, which gave us 15 points. That day, I also did a biking workout, and I got all 5 points that I could possibly get, so that put us up to 20 points. The next day, I claimed my workout to be a mind mobility workout where I did some praying, and I did that for 45 minutes with no technology except where allowed in the rules. And I claimed the bounty, the Prayer Warrior. So that was 3 points for doing the mind mobility and 10 points for getting Prayer Warrior. On Saturday the 3rd, I did a 90-minute weightlifting session, which got me 5 points for the weightlifting and 10 points for the bounty strength gauntlet. That was intense. For Sunday the 4th, I did some mixed cardio. I did the Norwegian 4x4 interval running to work on my athleticism, my VO2 max. That's why I put that in the mixed cardio category. I did that for over 45 minutes, so that was 5 points. Monday the 5th, I went on a very long walk with my daughter, and we got 3 points we can get from outdoor adventure. Yesterday, the 6th, I went on a long run. I ran for over an hour, so that got me 5 points, as well as the 6 unique workouts in 1 week, bonus of 15 points. And today, this morning, I did another weightlifting session over an hour, so 5 extra points. All in all, we are at a total points of 81 points, which I think is a pretty good start for the first week. We claimed 3 bounties, technically 2. I'm gonna throw in that 6 unique workout as a bounty, and so we were able to get a lot of good bonus points, including the Devil's Miles bonus points on top. So going into week 2, I think I'm largely gonna follow the same pattern, planning on doing a bike ride tomorrow, interspersed with some running. What's ended up happening is that I lift 4 days a week, and I've actually condensed that into 2 days a week now. We've been doing the 5-through-1 program, which is my favorite program, and that is traditionally a squat, a bench, a deadlift, and an overhead press day. So in order to fit all that weightlifting in and all the cardio I want to do, and going on walks with my daughter. I've actually condensed the lifting days into 2 per week this week. So Saturday, what day is today? So today I did squat and bench, and then a few days ago, not counting it, I did deadlift and overhead press. And then for that 90-minute session I did last Friday, whatever day that was, it was a squat and a bench. So I think that's actually working out for me well, because it's getting me to that hour and I'm hitting both lower body and upper body. And I'm making sure that I have the time in my schedule to be able to do all of the workouts to get all of the points. And I think it's working out for me. So we're gonna keep doing that. So another day this week, we'll hit another weightlifting session, not for counting for points, so I can get that 6 unique workouts. So going well. After my performance on the Devil's Miles, I decided I gotta jack this cardio up. So been doing some research, and apparently I need to be doing a long slow run, I need to be doing a tempo run, and I need to be doing an interval run. So that 5 miler I did run, walk, run. That's gonna be my long slow run. I gotta do interval work, which I've been doing I did the Norwegian 4x4, so I'm gonna keep that up, and then I'm gonna do a tempo run, which at this point is just run for 20-25 minutes at a difficult but not impossible level. So I'm gonna be working on not only getting my mileage up, but getting faster, getting my heart used to pumping more blood, getting that VO2 max up so we can shave off time. And also for the Devil's Miles, I've been incorporating a bunch of push-ups and air squats into my post-workout cooldown. So hopefully we are going to be good at that as well by the end of this challenge. So it's been a really good week 1. I have been keeping on track with the diet. I have been drinking lots of fluids. The biggest thing for me going into week 2 is starting Monday, I'm going back to work. I've been off since Thanksgiving, which is crazy, on parental leave, and my schoolwork starts up. So my time is gonna be very limited. So I need to get up in the morning, I need to get my workouts, and I need to fuel right so I can do everything I wanna do. And that's really important to me. Another thing that I have not done is share a weight or a physique. So I know that starting this the prep for this, as well as starting the challenge, my body's gonna be going under a lot of changes, especially as I am increasing the workload of everything that we have to do. So I didn't think it was a fair assessment of what my body weight actually is, of what my physique actually is, because I'm gonna be having a lot more water in my system. I'm going to be working out more, so my body's gonna be tired. So I didn't really know where my weight was gonna settle. So I think we're kind of at a point where we can start that. So actually the physique check-in is going to start tomorrow, day 1 of week 2. And that's what we're gonna use as our baseline, because I don't think it's a really fair assessment to use New Year's Day as the day that I'm weighing in for the first time. So I've been rambling a lot at the end of this video. So thank you for watching this first week of this APEC challenge. Thank you guys, and I will see y'all later.